Well, it's time now, of course, for Entre Nous. And today I'm very pleased to welcome into the studio Philippe Platel, who is director of the Normandy Impressionist Festival. It is the sixth such festival, I think, and runs from the 29th of May until the 27th of September. It's a real treat for art lovers, and especially people who love Impressionists, and especially it is a sort of homage to Claude Monet, because I think it's the 100th year since he died. I know that you have used his garden, his house, that can be visited, over the summer anyway, can't they? You've used those very much in this exhibition. Tell us a bit about how you've used those.
So you said everything, actually. This edition is indeed a homage to Claude Monet for the 100th anniversary of his passing, and so it's something that is new in the history of the festival is that it's a fully contemporary lineup. We invited among the greatest artists in the world to pay their tribute to Monet, and with the theme of the garden of Monet. So, of course, the garden can be visited all the time, but we are going to expand the territory of this garden all around Normandy, because it's one specificity of the festival is that it takes place all around the region. And so there will be 75 events dedicated to Monet and his garden. So a lot of artists will take on this theme of garden and gardening, and Giverny, of course, which, as you probably know, Monet paved the way to contemporary art and to abstraction. So a lot of artists today know what they owe to Monet.
These pictures our viewers can see are of the gardens in Giverny in Normandy that were created by Claude Monet, and that is a house as well with the green shutters there we are that you can see there. That many people love to visit, as you say.
A lot of people.
I know that among the contemporary artists that you've invited into this show, there are, I gather, 2 Japanese artists, 2 of Chinese origin. And I was reading up a bit about this. They're particularly interested in that part of the world in Impressionism. Why do you think that is?
Well, first, Monet owed a lot to Japan himself, and he said it, I owe a lot to Japan. And so, and as you probably know, Japanism was a big trend, a big fashion at Monet's time, and he painted under this influence, and particularly Impression Sunrise that he painted in Le Havre, looked very Japanese. So today, contemporary artists in Japan are much inspired by Monet as well. Impressionism and Claude Monet are extremely popular in Japan. There are a lot of exhibitions taking place at the moment in homage to Monet. And so it totally makes sense when we pay a tribute to Monet to invite Japanese artists. And so we have 2 Japanese artists, as you said, Mika Ninagawa, a photographer with pop in a very pop artistic sphere, and Fujiko Nakaya, she's 92. She's among the pioneers of environmental art. And she actually was born just 8 years after Monet passed away. And she will do a fog installation in Honfleur, where Monet learned how to paint with Eugène Boudin. So Asia and Japan in particular, it is indeed very important. This connection with Impressionism is very important, and also in China. So Ai Weiwei and Tsai Guoqiang, the 2 Chinese-born artists that I invited, will do extraordinary things related to Monet. And in particular, Ai Weiwei will present his water lilies in Lego, 650,000 Legos each, 15 meter long. It's going to be very spectacular, and it will be in Le Havre at the museum, the MUMA. And also Tsai Guoqiang will have 2 projects, one which is absolutely unmissable, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. He will do a daytime firework in Vernon, so close to Giverny. It will be on Sunday the 31st of May at 6:30, unmissable, and it's free. On the sandbanks, he will spread pigments in the sky, inspired by Giverny and Monet. So there will be several tableaus inspired by Monet. And he will also have a big exhibition of gunpowder paintings at the Mont Saint-Michel. So this is also a very much awaited encounter between one of the greatest artists in the world and, of course, a very iconic monument in Normandy, which is the Mont Saint-Michel.
And, you know, you've been talking there about sort of nature and how important it was to Monet and to these artists. Do you think, as the world appears quite a dark place at the moment, that there is more interest in those sort of that sort of art that is very much inspired by nature? Are you seeing more people come to your festival in recent years because of that?
I think so, and it's also there's also a connection to the personal story of Monet, because he painted the water lilies in particular during the First World War. So those times were also very dark. And even Clemenceau, his very close friend, who was on the battlefields, he said that Monet, when he stayed in his garden during the war, was at the forefront of the battlefield, because he was envisaging a better future after those dark times. So I think, indeed, we believe that people need a safe space where they can reconnect with nature and with the elements when the times are very dark.
Well, that's certainly gives us a flavour of what you have to offer in Normandy over quite a long period, 29th of May until the 27th of September, the Normandy Impressionist Festival. Thank you very much, Philippe Platel, for coming to tell us all about it. And I'm sure that many of the people watching will be attracted by that and the beautiful gardens and the scenery in Normandy around it. Don't forget, for more Entre Nous slots, you can always check out our website at france24.com.